Jungkook was sleeping, hugging you when Jungkook's phone rings, waking him up. Hello, boss, I have been calling you for an hour. Why did not you receive my call? Why are you calling me? The flight has landed, but you haven't come out yet. That's why I called. How did the flight land so quickly? The flight has landed after a journey of 13 hours. After listening to Daniel, Jungkook looked at the watch and are shocked because what Daniel was saying was true. That means I was sleeping for 10 hours. But how can this be possible? Boss, can you hear me? Daniel asks after getting no answer from Jungkook. I'm coming. Saying this, he disconnected the call. After disconnecting the call, he looks at you. Because of you, I sleep so well after so many years. As soon as Jungkook comes out of the flight, he sees that his bodyguards are standing in a line. Jungkook gives some signals to Daniel and gets into the car. After some time, Jungkook's car stops outside a big villa. Jungkook gets out of the car, carrying you, and goes inside the villa. Coming inside the room, Jungkook makes you sleep on the bed and goes to the washroom. After some time, when you wake up, you get scared to find yourself in a stranger room. Where am I? While you were thinking this, the lights in the room went off, which scared you even more. Did he leave me alone? Tears welled up in your eyes. You were crying when someone placed a hand on your shoulder and you got scared. What happened? Why are you crying? Hearing Jungkook's voice, you hugged him tightly. Then the light came on. Where did you go? Leave me. You asked, crying. Actually, you had dark phobia. I went to receive a call. He said while caressing your hair. Don't ever leave me alone again. I promised I will never leave you alone again. Now stop crying. Jungkook wiped your tears and said, you were sitting at the kitchen counter and Jungkook was cooking. Actually, it was night in Italy, so there were no servants available and you were hungry. So Jungkook was cooking for you. Don't look at me like that, or you will fall in love with me, Jungkook says without looking at you. I was not looking at you. You looked away from Jungkook and said, you are lying. I'm not lying. If you are not lying, look me in the eyes and says, you are not looking at me. He says, turning his face towards you. When you look into his eyes, you are reminded of the person you met at the party. Your eyes are like the guy I met at the party. The person you met at the party was me and no one else. So it's you. Those eyes I see in my dreams every night. So you dream of me every day. I don't dream about you. I see your staring gaze that scares me every time. Jungkook stares at you after hearing you say this. You get scared when you look into Jungkook's staring eyes. I was just kidding. Why are you getting angry? You said swallowing your spit. You mean my eyes are scary, that you are get scared when you look at them? You nod your head at Jungkook's words, causing Jungkook to glare at you angrily. That's not what I mean. So what do you mean? You are about to say something when your phone rings. This is an important call I have to receive. Saying this, you left from there. Today I escaped from him. You were thinking this when your phone started ringing again. Hello, have you both reached Italy? Yes, By the way, how was your journey with your fiancé? Tease. You had told Lily everything that happened 2 days ago. You thought Lily would be angry because Jungkook was her crush, but Lily was not angry with you. Your cheeks turned red as cherries after listening to Lily. Okay, bye. I have some work. Saying this, you disconnected the call. The next day, you and Jungkook freshened up and went to the meeting. As soon as you and Jungkook came into the meeting room, everyone looked at you because Jungkook never came to any meeting with a girl. He was always accompanied by Daniel or a male assistant. Mr. Jungkook, who is she? She is my fiancée, he said, holding your waist. Saying this, you looked at Jungkook with a surprised expression because you thought that Jungkook would call you his secretary. Starts the meeting now, Jungkook said angrily, glaring at everyone because everyone was looking at you, which was enough to make Jungkook angry. Everyone gets scared after hearing Jungkook's cold voice. After the meeting ends, he walks out of the meeting room holding your hand. Everyone breathes a sigh of relief after Jungkook leaves. Our meeting went well, so why are you angry? Jungkook does not answer your question and gets into the car. You feel bad seeing Jungkook's ignorance. Get in the car. He speaks in a cold voice. Hearing Jungkook's cold voice, you go and sit in the car. Boss, where to go? A restaurant. Are you angry with me? Jungkook ignores you even after listening to you, which makes you feel bad. After some time, Jungkook's car stops near a big restaurant. Jungkook walks out and goes to the restaurant. You followed him. Ah, when Jungkook hears your scream, he looks back and sees you sitting on the floor holding your leg. What happened? The anger that was on his face a moment ago had been replaced by worry. My leg got twisted. After listening to you, he picks you up in his arms and goes to the private room. It warms your heart to see Jungkook so worried about you. Brings the ointment. After listening to Jungkook, the bodyguard brings ointment to Jungkook. You groan in pain as Jungkook applies the ointment to your leg. Seeing you in pain, Jungkook slowly starts applying the ointment. Are you feeling better now? You nod your head after hearing Jungkook's words. You have lunch, then we will go to the villa. Saying this, he starts leaving, and then you hold his hand. Won't you have lunch? No. What did I do that? You are ignoring me. One, let go of my hand. I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm not letting go of your hand until you tell me why are you ignoring me. Jungkook's anger, which had calmed down a while ago, now increased after hearing you. Don't you know why I'm angry at you? I don't know. Why are you angry with me? After listening to you, Jungkook showed you a video which shocked you. Why did not you tell me about it? Because I did not want you to suffer because of me. You said with your head down. You are more important to me than anything. There is nothing more important to me than you. If anything like this happens in future, please let me know first. he said, holding your face. Will you still ignore me? No. Saying this, he hugged you tightly, and you also hugged him. Don't hide anything from me from now on. You felt relaxed when Jungkook hugged you. You did not know why, but you felt bad when he was ignoring you. Jungkook was caressing your hair when he got Daniel's message. It was written in the message, "Boss, it is done." After reading the message, Jungkook writes okay and sends the message. Right now, if you had seen Jungkook's eyes, you would have been scared because right now Jungkook's eyes were looking very scary. When you wake up, you find yourself in Jungkook's arms. Actually, after you fell asleep, Jungkook came to sleep next to you because he could not sleep. Yesterday I slept alone. You try to free yourself from Jungkook, but you can't because Jungkook was holding your waist tightly. What do I do now? While you were thinking this, your eyes fell on Jungkook's face. You look cute when you sleep, but your face is cold when you wake up. Someone has come, please go and open the door. Puppy eyes. After listening to you, Jungkook opens the door. When he sees Daniel in front of him, he stares at him angrily. What happened? Seeing Jungkook angry, Daniel understood that he came at the wrong time. Sorry boss, I never would have bothered you if it was not important. Now tell me what happened. Then Daniel says something that makes Jungkook's eyes turn red with anger. Tell the bodyguard to get ready. We'll leave in a while. Okay, boss. Saying this, he goes away from there. After Daniel leaves, Jungkook comes into the room, closing the door. Everyone was sitting in a big meeting room, wearing a masks, when Jungkook comes into the meeting room with Daniel and David. They were wearing masks so that no one could see their faces. Everyone stands up after seeing Jungkook. Jungkook signals everyone to sit and seats himself on the king-sized chair. Hearing what the man said, David points at the gun at him. How dare you speak loudly in front of the boss? Leave him. After listening to Jungkook, David moves the gun from the man. Thank you, Mafia King. Take him out of here. A bodyguard blindfolds the man and takes him outside. You were pacing around the room tensely as it was 1 a.m. but Jungkook had not come to the villa yet, nor he was receiving your call. Why is not he receiving my calls? While you were thinking this, the door of the room opens and Jungkook comes inside the room. Seeing Jungkook, you hug him. Where were you and why were not you picking up my calls? Give me a good title. If I like your title, I'll write a FF according to your title.